Hello, world. Welcome to Onside Takes. I'm your host, Caden. The games this week consisted of a bunch of high-scoring games that either turned out to be close or ended in more blowouts, just like last week. Joining me today is just my one co-host, Tim.
Hey, it's the best co-host here.
Caleb couldn't make it. He saw the Vikings play.
I
He had
do miss Caleb.
He had to get out. He had to get out of there.
And he also is on it, presumably a date right now for his anniversary. So good
Allegedly.
luck. Allegedly. So he could just be skipping to play hooky or something.
Moving on to our teams. We will be covering, just briefly, the Vikings. Caleb left us some notes. So, an intro for his team is the Vikings allow Carson Wentz to go out there on the field, guns a-blazing as he dislocates his shoulder, ending his season. Moving on, we have the Jets with the island survivors. Seeing hope. They see a ship off in the distance, and luckily they find a flare gun to hopefully shoot and catch its attention. And then, lastly, the Ravens. Snoop gets his ass back in the saddle and makes the team look like they've practiced together for the first time this year. First up, the Vikings. Tim's going to cover him this week.
All right, I got notes from our lovely co-host Caleb. So I'm going to have to go off what I think he was going to say. And I have a couple of my own thoughts. Caden, did you watch this game?
Somewhat. It was painful.
It was
for Carson Wentz.
Yeah, this was with a direct quote from Caleb, the worst loss in the last 5 years. This was an awful game to watch. I think I sent a message in our group chat at like halftime that like every single game after the Bears game for the Vikings this year, it's just been a complete snooze fest. Don't want to watch it. It's awful. This is by far the worst, honestly. You got like the Chargers are like good, but they're a typically beatable team if you are like really strong. So you get just beat up on like they did is kind of awful. Not that the Chargers are a bad team, but like I think this might be the first team the Chargers have really beat up like this, and there's just absolutely no resistance from the Vikings. I stopped watching at as like some point in the third quarter, so there's my little disclaimer there. My biggest takeaway before I go back to what I should be talking about with what Caleb left, like babysitting notes for me for the podcast. I cannot fucking believe KOC left Carson Wentz out there. That was so abysmal. This guy has like gotten beat to shit all the time in his fucking career. I mean, is it kind of his fault? Yeah. He's not very good at saving himself. But like, they're just sending him out to die. Like, he looks awful very quickly.
Yeah,
like not
entirely
plain
on
awful.
KOC to not protect Carson Wentz from himself.
Yeah, definitely.
Also,
looks
the
like...
Vikings were Carson Wentz's favorite team as a kid. It was his team growing up. So he gave it his all.
Yeah. Like he wasn't doing anything on anywhere, just dying. I like KOC less now because I feel like KOC is a likable guy because he's like people say he's a good talker at the podium and he's a quarterback whisperer. And when you send not beloved, people kind of like Carson Wentz isn't great, but people like Carson Wentz because he's got that underdog story of like the Super Bowl or whatever. And sending him out to die on the football field with no backup is just like makes you feel a little bit icky. You can't lie. All right. What did Caleb leave for us? Quote: "We suck. Worst loss in the last 5 years. Failure in every aspect." Yeah, pretty much what I was saying. No, nothing good on the offense, nothing good on the defense. Oh, did you see JJ Jets? Was getting upset. Normally very cool guy. He looked pissed as hell. I think he threw his helmet on the bench. Just terrible vibes.
Do you think he wants out of the Vikings org?
No, he'll stick around. He's getting paid enough, and he's succeeded enough. He's not leaving his contract early. I don't know when his contract expires. I thought he had a long one.
I saw a post online that said Jay Jettis should go to the Bengals, and then the comment right under that was that yes, he should. So then the Bengals have no O-line at all.
Mm-hmm. All right. Caleb says KFC culture doesn't seem to be there this year. Not sure where the locker room is at. I would say the locker room is poor. He it's got to be poor. I saw something which I disagree with, but they said that Vikings had the easiest schedule up until now, but from this point forward, they have the hardest schedule. And it was like some stats post on Twitter, and I'm like, this is not right. Like the Bills have the easiest schedule so far, or maybe a different team, but like I looked at the Bills, and I'm like, yeah, this is way fucking easier than the Vikings have had. But it is very true that they have both Packers games, both Lions games, way more tougher games coming up in the second half. This is can't even call it a rebuild season. This is like the season before this is the season you just get beat up on.
Yeah. I saw a really good post online regarding the Vikings versus the Chargers, and it was in relation to how the Chargers, their team is centered around Justin Herbert being a consistent quarterback and getting tools to complement him, while the Vikings are the complete opposite, where the team is centered around their tools, their wide receivers, and the struggle is finding an actual quarterback.
Yeah. The Vikings just cannot find a good quarterback if their team depends on it, which it frequently does. Yeah, who knows? Maybe with the way they're playing, they'll welcome back Kirk Cousins at this point.
Not
Man,
after
they
the
really
game
got
this
off
week.
that at the right time too. He sucks. Carson Wentz is a true soldier. Should have been out at halftime. He's out for the season now. Yeah, he literally cannot come back on.
I think it's a conspiracy theory that KOC kept him out there to not put the rookie, I think his name's Ballmer, out there.
I think Mark Bosner.
To not put Bosner out there to show that he's a better player than JJ McCarthy. That's what I'm going with.
You believe in that conspiracy theory?
Yes. I think it is so bad internally that they are scared to start another younger player that isn't JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, it kind of does make sense. Okay, I just checked. Name's Max Brosmer.
Okay.
JJ has had like one good quarter. So if you put a rookie out there that manages to have one good game, he's already going to look better.
Yep.
And the QB room is going to be kind of a fucking mess. Which, like I'm not saying that Max Brosmer is likely to be better than JJ McCarthy. I'm just saying if the stars align and he happens to have one good game, one good half, if he happened to have one good half after that, he would have more good quarters than JJ McCarthy. So, he's back this week though. JJ McCarthy's going to start. Season is over now, so we just hope to see JJ improve and show promise for the season. Yeah, just go out there, have fun, man. That's all that really matters at this point.
Remember after week 1 when Caleb was just absolutely glazing JJ McCarthy?
He was glazing a little bit, yeah. he had some crazy fucking glaze. Only for that guy to barely be able to stand on a football field without getting injured.
Is there anywhere else you guys would rather be?
When he said he was ready to die on that field, he meant literally he's going to die on that field because he just keeps getting fucking injured.
Okay,
yeah,
we're sorry, Vikings.
They need instead of black, you just use 2 red crosses on both cheeks.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got the Vikings merch on. I should be nicer. This is my hat, by the way. I got this at US Bank Stadium, so I'm not even stealing my Vikings friends merch, which I guess is kind of heretical, but like, sue me. It's my home state. Lines are going to kill us. Yes. Lines are really tough. physical team. I have nothing to add there. That's just completely correct.
Yeah.
I have one final note. This is a note I put in, which is Vikings fans are running away from this performance. My two other good buddies that I know are Vikings fans. I asked to appear on this podcast, and they turned me down because they said they didn't watch enough NFL. And I'm like, sure, definitely not running away from this piss poor performance. Nobody wants to stand in front of God and country and be like, that's my football team that just lost in prime time that terribly. Listen, I get it. Fake an anniversary, pretend like you didn't watch enough football, whatever makes you feel better. I've had weeks where I'm like, shit, I want to do the podcast this week. I'm gonna get my ass chewed out. I'm gonna get fucking roasted for Mark Andrews fumbling or. But I just like to let it be known they can't stand in the light. That's it.
It's true.
Sorry, I feel like this portrays a much meaner side of me to the Vikings. That it's just like Caleb rage baiting me at any moment is just like I need to make sure I keep them
Get
down
it out,
a little
boy's
bit.
not here.
I cheer for them when the cameras are off, guys. I swear.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
It from the Vikings.
Okay, then we'll get over to the Jets. Everybody, the Jets have won a game.
Let's
Holy
go.
Holy shit. Is this good? Is it bad? All I can say right now is you can't go 10-7 without having 7 losses. It's go time. Okay, jumping in.
That's technically true.
It is. It's logically in. It's all there. It makes sense. Let's get into the game, guys. So normally, this is the part where I start my rant. And I'm like, okay, let's get into the main issue. It's going to be turnovers and penalties this week. Every week. Oh my God. Guess what, guys? This week we had 0 turnovers. Only 4 penalties for 25 yards. 1 less yard and penalty than last week. We are on the decline for penalties per week and turnovers. This was an amazing game. However, there were only 2 penalties against the Bengals for 15 yards. So it's actually a very minimalistic yellow flag zebra game.
Love to see it.
Right, yeah, it's good. Normally this is when I say get fucked, but guys, we won. So we didn't get fucked this week. We did the fucking. The Bengals fans are pissed. They're furious. We just robbed them of this game. It is impossible still, however, to have all 3 portions of this team playing good. After this week, it's the exact same thing. Where last week, defense and special teams are playing good. This week, it was special teams and offense. And defense, I don't want to say they played bad, because they came to play when we needed them. But it certainly wasn't a good game. You don't let the opposing team get 38 points and say the defense did a good job. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Normally I'd say if the other team scores a touchdown, we lose, right? I said that last week. Not this week, guys. The offense came to play. Holy crap. This is crazy. Let's just jump in to the defense. Defense looked meh again this week. Again. They've looked just meh for 3 weeks in a row. But they did make the stops when it mattered, especially in the 4th quarter. Main play in that 4th quarter was the 1 sack by Will McDonald to get us the ball back in the 4th after making it a 1-score game when we were down by 2 scores the whole game up until that point. Additionally, Sauce Gardner was out this game. We were out our main corner, so we had to start our rookie that we got in the 3rd round. I'm not going to say his first name. It's a crazy first name. but his last name's Thomas. He played good. He had a good
Thomas
game.
Jets. Solomon? Oh,
No, it starts with an A.
I got this. I'll Google it while you do it.
Okay.
The rest of the segment.
He really only had one mistake during the game, and it was giving up the touchdown to T. Higgins for a touchdown, 44-yard reception. Chase and
Azarie
Thomas.
Azarie Thompson.
He played Thomas.
Shit.
Thomas. Sorry. He played good. Chase and Higgins lit us up in the first half. Chase had 61 yards and Higgins had 44 yards. Higgins was just his touchdown. But in the second half of the game, the defense came to play, and Chase was held to just 30 yards in the second, and Higgins was held to 0. Our corners are playing the game good. It was the run game that really killed us. They had over 175 rushing yards for the Bengals backfield. Our tackling needs to be worked on again. Sounds like last year when we don't know how to frickin' tackle. This week in practice, we're going to learn how to tackle. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. I love to hear it. Our D-line, they came to play. They put their hands up. But they need to help better against this run. I know they're the ones that are getting blocked for the pockets, but I don't know. We need some pushback here and there to stop these explosive runs, especially at the linebacker position. Assignments are better this week. It was really just mostly blown tackles that slowly let the Bengals get these first downs and stay in this game, or really stay ahead of us in this game. But our cornerback room is looking solid. We have Sauce coming back, Brownlee Jr., and Steffens. Brandon Steffens, guys. I'm giving him his flowers, everybody. Let's look at some stats. Remember a few weeks ago? I was absolutely torching this guy. I hated him.
I remember that.
Here's some stats. He has had no penalties since week 1. No touchdowns given up at all. Targeted 20 times, giving up 11 catches for 114 yards. That means he's averaging 2 catches and 23 yards a game. He's playing at the prime DJ Reed level when we had him. Is he proving the haters wrong? He's proving me wrong. He's only had 3 missed tackles on the season. And he's playing that physical football role we want and getting involved in stopping that run game. So I hope he continues to prove me wrong and become relevant in this quarterback room, because Brownlee Jr. is playing great. Steffens stepping up from week 1. And Thomas this week looking like a good rookie as well. Our cornerback room could be great. Our linebacker room is dog shit, though. There's no one there. It's 2 guys. There's 2 motherfuckers that are good, and one of them's hurt a lot. So Quincy Williams also coming up on a contract ending this year, so he might get traded at the trade deadline too. And then we'll just have Sherwood, who isn't having an amazing season, but is one of the best linebackers in comparison to the garbage next to him. You know, he's like a trash bin, and they're like just actual littering. You know what I mean? That's the comparison here. But defense improving against the run is needed. Our pass game is looking good, though. Offense, guys, the O-line and Justin Fields actually came to play. We had 502 total yards of offense this game. 254 rushing yards. Nuts game. Justin Fields will be the starter from this game forward. I know I've given him a lot of hate, but if he wins you your first game and puts up a game like this, you got to start him. It's the Zach Wilson fucking treatment, you know, where he has his one good game of the year, and you're like, shit, maybe this guy's got potential. Let's start him the whole year. And then it just bites you in the ass, and you win like one more game. But regardless, the game design was so much better. this game. He had actual designed runs. He had actual pocket awareness. He had 0 sacks, good scrambling, 31 yards for rushing, and 244 passing yards. It was in a very emotional week for Justin Fields. On the media, he came out and said he was crying in his closet because everybody's fucking hating on him. It's ridiculous. Even the head coach is coming out here and saying it's all your fault we're losing. And you know what he does? He comes out here and gives this performance. He shoved that shit right back down Woody's throat. If there's one person that shouldn't be saying anything, it's Woody Johnson. Me, an armchair GM professional, I can say it. The actual owner, get the hell out of here, bro. There's a reason you're the most losing owner in history, okay? But he played well this game. Justin Fields had just one pressure on him from this offensive line, which we're going to talk about next. And that pressure was a touchdown throw. Cinema.
Hell yes.
O-line did its fucking job this week, everybody. They played amazing. They allowed just one pressure all game. They opened up these running lanes so Brees and Isaiah Davis could just blow the fucking game up. And they gave Fields so much time to work. It was insane. Well, what's his name? Average Johnny? Is that what I named him?
I don't remember.
Well, I'm Average Johnny, and Caden, the Bengals D-line isn't that good. Okay. Any D-line against the Jets was elite last week. Remember, guys, I said this? So this is a big step up, okay? They were a big part of why we won, and I'm sorry for the hate towards these guys, okay? Engstrom came out to play this week. He's our rookie offensive coordinator from the Lions, as well as Aaron Glenn. He was the pass coordinator for the Lions before he came over here to be, the offensive coordinator. He had 2 great winning play calls. Getting that 4th and 1 with Ruckert, and the game winner throw from Brees Hall. Did you see that play, Tim? Have you seen that online?
I
with
did
Brees
not.
Hall? It's a fleet. He shovels it to Brees Hall. He's running. They're all there. Brees Hall pump fakes, throws it. Mason Taylor catches it at the inbound, and they secure it. It was absolutely crazy. I went nuts. Yeah. So Justin Fields' O-line played great. Garrett Wilson still, unfortunately, was out this week, but we're going into our bye week. Prayers he comes back. But in his absence, the team stepped up, guys. Josh Reynolds, our number 2 wide receiver, who played great last week, was out this week. So we were down to our 3rd strings, fucking nobodies, because there's not even a wide receiver 2 really on this team, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
So Tyler Johnson comes out and balls for 3 receptions for 64 yards, and the ball was just spread around. Isaiah Davis with 5 receptions for 44 yards. The Mason Taylor, the rookie tight end, that's been playing great. Top 3 in receiving yards every single game. 5 receptions for 34 yards. And then lastly, I need to give flowers to Isaiah Williams. This guy has been amazing in our returns. He's, after his one mishap in the first game, when I was like, guys, just like Xavier Gibson, he had one mistake. Should we cut him? Caleb was like, hell yes, get him out of here. I'm glad we didn't. He's averaging 26 yards a return, getting us to the 40-yard on consistently, at least this game. So very happy he's still around and was our 4th most receiving. He also participated in some runs with his speed. It was really good. Really good, and the ball was spread for the receiving game. Brees Hall, absolute breakout performance. Could not be stopped. This is what a game wrecker should look like when Brees Hall has an open lane and doesn't have to actually use his brain and just mindlessly run into the ass cheeks of my linemen. If the linemen work, Brees Hall's elite. That's what we know, everybody. He was a big part of our win in the cornerstone of this offense this game with Garrett Wilson being out. I'm gonna say it, guys. I'm gonna say it. I don't think we should trade him. I don't think we should. It's crazy. He wants to be here. He's come out and said, I'm here. I want to be here. I love being a New York Jet. Why the hell would you force him to be traded? He has also said if we trade him, it would be our loss. You know what that means? If we ever play him, he's going to drop 300 yards on our ass. It's a revenge game. You can't trade him. Jesus. He had 18 carries for 133 yards, averaging 7.4 yards per carry with 2 touchdowns. It was a freak. And Davis was proving himself as well as the backup this game, getting one massive breakaway, averaging 9.3 yards per carry. Crazy. Crazy. Our backfield went nuts this game. Aaron Glenn, you get your flowers. You get them. You get them. It's your first win. He kept this team together through these fucking nuclear holocaust weeks. Okay? Terrible. Everything's exploding around you, but he kept us in the bunker safe. Okay? He got us to play with his mindset, which is grit and pounding the ball. And that's what we did. Said he wished... What is this note? I don't know what I said. He said he wished we played this coming week, honestly, to keep the fire going, you know, keep us rolling. But we're going into our bye, so he's like, you know, but regardless, we're going to play the same as we always do, and especially think more with the trade deadline and such coming up. So I wish we played as well so we could keep the ball rolling, because I feel like if we don't win after the bye week, we're back to stranded on the island, guys. No one's coming. It's over, okay? So Nick Folk, our kicker, continues to have 100% field goal percentage. 3 for 3 with a long of 46 yards for 11 points. Thank you, Nick Folk, for being the only consistent motherfucker on this team. I can't say this enough, guys. New York Jets won a game. It's to be happy for, regardless of what happens. You know, we could have been 0-17. Could have had the number 1 overall pick, but we're probably gonna win like 4 more games, get like the 4th round pick, because the Dolphins suck way more and they're gonna trade away everybody they own. So see what happens. Go Jets. It's a good week. Over to the Ravens.
Wins. Are we sure about that? 5 wins. Okay. I'd like to take a special opportunity today. Before we move on to the Ravens, I'd like to talk about the next greatest sport. And that sport is baseball.
Okay.
An absolutely insane World Series game last night. The Dodgers played the Blue Jays 1-1. This is the 3rd game of the series. They played 18 innings. They played 2 entire baseball games. They were literally running out of people to throw the fucking ball. Ohtani got walked like 5 times. There's a dude who had the most he had ever pitched in the MLB was 30, and he pitched 5 fucking innings with 0 earned runs. This guy was fucking insane. I literally could not physically watch the game. It started before work ended, and it ended at 2 a.m. here. It is mad like this. I don't know who I'm talking to, but this baseball game was fucking incredible. The world baseball is cool. That's what I'd like to say. This is my platform. I'm here to say that game was fucking sick as hell.
Tim, I'm gonna cut you off really quick. I just remembered I have one note at the bottom.
Okay.
Of my ungodly long notes, and that was for Nick Mangold. He was the Jets center from 2006 to 2018. Died the day of the game yesterday on the Jets. He was our 1st round pick. a 7-time Pro Bowl selection, awarded the Jets Ring of Honor in 2022. He died of kidney disease due to not finding a suitable match. So that win this weekend was for him. I just had to get that out there. Cornerstone
Nice.
of our offensive line. He played center for those years. That was for Mangold. Sorry, Tim.
All right. That's good. It was mid transition because now. Okay, let me take. Sorry.
Oh, he's got to get the Ravens hat on now.
I can't be wearing the Vikings hat during this section. All right, now it's time to talk about the Ravens. Hey, we won a game. Look at that. Look at that. Our team members had to win a fucking game, huh? What are the odds? So did not get my upset this week because I picked the Ravens to lose, which is fine.
But you guys,
I wanted them to win.
It was a win-win. It was a win-win.
But the reasoning was very good because my reasoning was Lamar would not be playing. If Tyler Huntley plays, then we could lose. Tyler Huntley played, and he balled his fucking ass off. So we still won anyways, which I'm really happy about. This was literally season on the line. Everyone knew it. This was a great game. This is the best game I've gotten to watch. The first really good game I got to watch in all 8 weeks, which is kind of sad. Obviously, the first week is technically a good game to watch, but not for Ravens fans. Browns games, who cares? We beat the Browns. But this one felt damn good. We felt competent on all sides of the ball. Don't see a lot of that. Don't see a lot of that with Ravens football. I'm being honest. I have no hope that this is like a continuous thing. Like guys, it's fixed. We're gonna go right back to making dumbass mistakes. But I'm just here to celebrate one single week because it feels good, and I liked it.
Exactly.
I gotta scroll down to my notes. The play calling felt a lot better, which may or may not have to do with Todd Monken. So a little drama on the Ravens team was allegedly an anonymous player contacted local newspapers in Baltimore and was shit talking the coaching, which is like, granted, makes sense. But specifically Todd Monken. And they were not happy about that. They said it was fake. But Todd Monken did a lot better job this week. So, maybe the little extra kick in the balls helped out a little bit.
Tim, who do you think it was?
Probably some fucking nobody. Like I don't think an actually good player is going to be like, let me talk to the newspaper. I'm going to complain. Okay. I think the most likely person to complain is somebody who's like, fuck, I thought the Ravens are going to make me look better than this. Fuck, I need a new contract. My contract's going to be up. Shit. And then, or it could just be completely fake. But yeah, I don't think it was like Derrick Henry. Although another drama was apparently Lamar Jackson confirmed it was him who requested all ping pongs and gaming consoles be removed from the locker room. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, or
the
it's
plot
possible
thickens.
He just got pissed. Somebody beat him at Madden because he's been grinding that now that he doesn't play football. And then he was like, fuck this shit. None of us gets to play games anymore. Get this shit out of here.
He big brothered their ass.
This was a good win, though. Bears they were on a 4-game win streak. They had scored over 25 points 4 games in a row. We held them to 16, I believe. Well, they could have, at the end, they could have kicked a field goal, but obviously no fucking reason to do that. So it's a little off there. They could have easily scored 19. But it feels good. Defense was in check. We lost another linebacker, I think. Marlon Humphrey left the game for a little bit from injury. But with getting people back, I wasn't sure that we'd be any better. But we are looking a little bit better. I have no hope that this is going to continue at all. I'm going to need to see at least 3 weeks before I'm like, okay, I feel better. It would be, hey, I was so hyped though. Nate Wiggins got an interception. I believe we caught 2 interceptions. double check who got that other one. Big Wiggins fan over here. So if we can get some picks off Tua, turn the ball over, it's gonna feel a lot better. If we let Tua
Only
stomp
one,
all
Tim.
over us, I'm gonna be like same old Ravens.
Okay.
Because I think both are very possible. Because I don't know. The Falcons are the weirdest team in the NFL, so I really don't know what to think about the.
The Dolphins did put a stop to the Falcons' run game, which has been pretty on
Yeah.
fire. So it's something to be a little concerned about, but
No, sorry. Caleb Williams only had one interception, but there was a fumble that I think we recovered, so that was
okay.
it. Wait, Mark Andrews fumbled the ball? Okay.
This is your
He didn't
team.
lose it though. He didn't lose it though. Mark Andrews still sucks, by the way. He hasn't done shit all season. I highly doubt we're gonna renew his contract with this. He's gonna go to like the Steelers or something. I don't know, maybe the Titans. Let's see. Let me check out his season stats while I'm here. Because it has been Charlie Kolar, by the way. Charlie Kolar got a touchdown. He gets like one touchdown a year, and he got his one touchdown. But he's just basically a blocking tight end. So I was like, I was watching and I was like, oh shit, that guy's wide open. What an awesome play. And then they're like, Kolar touchdown. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And then I looked it up. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy. So he's interesting, guys. He has 208 yards for the season. We're 8 weeks in and he has 208 yards. Not great. With 30 targets, 24 receptions. He's only played 7 games though, I guess. But still, it is. I'm not loving Mark Andrews, so it's not looking like he's going to get a contract.
When's likely back, Tim? When's likely back?
That's the question. I've no fucking clue. I thought he was going to be back super quick in the season. He's still not back. So
he's too busy grinding Madden with Lamar.
Yeah, likely he's the one who beat Lamar. Oh wait, I'm stupid. What the fuck is Isaiah Likely? He's played 4 games.
Is he back? Not even. I thought he got injured like week 4.
Okay, maybe he's just back. He's not doing anything because I did not even notice him on the field. Well, that's stupid.
Okay.
He got. Let's see. He got 2 targets in the Bear game, 2 targets in the Rams game, and a target in the Texans game. 0 in the Chiefs. Well, that explains it because I turned the Texans. Okay, I didn't turn the Texans game off. I did not watch that much of the Rams game. Well, he's back, I guess, just not doing much. But you know who is doing much? Keaton Mitchell. He got some really good use. He's fast as hell. He got like 3 nice plays. He's getting some good use out of it. So nice to see. He's like RB3. I said this before in the podcast, but he's a sick ass running back 3. He's not gonna do a lot of flashy shit, but every so often you're like, oh yeah, that guy's on this team. That was a nice run. So yeah, shout out to Keaton Mitchell. Pookie looked happy on the sideline. That was in my notes too.
Wow.
He was cheesing. He was having a good time. Makes me happy to see Pookie happy. Let's see what else. Our pass rush has actually looked a lot better too. Caleb Williams does hold on to the ball a bit too long, but still, I did like. We got some nice sacks, and we forced some. We didn't force it, but Caleb Williams threw some.
Stinkers.
No, I want to say ineligible man downfield, but that's completely wrong. Intentional grounding. So that was sick. O-line was fine. Nothing exceptional. That actually leads me to something I should have talked about already, which is that Tyler Huntley was clean as hell. Why the fuck did we pay Cooper Rush $6 million? Fun fact, Tyler Huntley reached out to John Harbaugh. because he got dropped and was like, "Yo, you need me? You up?" Like literally, he was like, "Hey." Like earlier in the season, like, "Hey," I mean, I think before even Lamar got injured, like, "Hey, I'm here by the way if you need me." And then like, why would we drop the? Okay, I'm not Eric DaCosta. I can't do Eric DaCosta's job. But why the fuck would you drop this guy who can clearly be a somewhat competent Pro Bowler? By the way, he's a Pro Bowler, somewhat competent backup, and then in his place put Cooper Rush, who has no fucking clue how to run the Ravens' offense. I mean, like seriously, Cooper Rush looked lost out there every single fucking play. And Tyler Huntley, he's not Lamar, but he can run something closer to what Lamar does.
Yeah.
It's just like mind-boggling that you could have this perfectly fine backup, and you're like, no, let's throw in the Cowboys pocket passer who can't do shit. So I never want to see Cooper Rush ever again in my fucking life. Another thing. Ravens kind of did an oopsie and broke some rules. They kind of committed fraud.
What?
Yeah, injury report fraud. Because they said Lamar practiced in full when he did not. And Harbaugh was like, this is miscommunication from with medical staff, completely unintentional. And we're like, everyone's like, sure. Right, definitely. So they're gonna get a lot of fucking trouble. At least I think they should, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hope just fine them. I don't care. But yeah, that was a shit show. I can't imagine. I would have reamed them out a lot harder if they lost, and then also couldn't even handle a fucking injury report. Actually, I'm still gonna ream into them. How can you not do an injury report? You fuck that up and commit fraud. Like, what is? That was the we had no stupid plays. We just had a stupid ass injury report this week. Special teams was also good. There was some really great punts. Tyler Loop was solid. He didn't miss a kick. Returns were nice. So yeah, special teams coach did a good job with the special teams. That was really sick. Tylan Wallace, he had a nice. My boy Tylan Wallace had a nice return. And then that's going to lead me to next week. Next week is the Dolphins. Dolphins suck. We sometimes suck. I think this will be a shootout. I don't trust our defense to have cool, great stops. And Tua is an exact vibe match for how often we fuck up. And maybe not throw an interception, but fumble or do some dumbass shit. So, if you look at the spread, this is an 8.5 point spread. If you look in my heart, it's 50-50. You know, it doesn't feel great, but we're going to win, and we're going to win the NFC. Fuck the Steelers. They lost to the Packers. The only good thing Packers have done. And I think that's it for my Ravens section. I think it's time to move on.
Okay. Two W's for the people.
Wait, this is actually insane. We both won.
It is.
The 0-7 team and the 1-5 team both won. I can't believe this.
We locked in.
Yes.
Moving on. Dub or flub? First up. Dub or flub? Kirk O'Chains is no Flacco. It's a dub.
I think that the Falcons are no Bengals.
The Vikings. Wait. Yeah, no, it is the Falcons. I'm being a dork. Yeah. I don't know. The Falcons are down Drake London as well. You have to think about it like that too. But they couldn't get it moving at all.
I think Kirko is washed, but I think we wrote this Deborah Flip. I had time to think about this. I have no clue. Okay, here's where I'm split. Okay, Falcons is not exactly a great organization to be quarterback for right now. They're kind of wishy-washy at all times. Granted, I didn't watch the game. Sorry, I had a busy weekend. I was at a wedding. But dropping a stinky stat line with that, no, Drake London, yes. I mean, I did watch Brown's game when Flacco was there this year. He was stinking it up. Although I do think Kirk is younger. I think I'll give this a dub. I do think that Kirk has bad situation compared to playing for the Bengals, but I don't think that Kirk is like one move away from being like a competent backup. I think he's had issues for years at this point. So I'm gonna give this a dub.
Okay. I agree. Dub or flub, Pats will win their division, the Patriots.
Well, this is your division, isn't it?
Sure is. But I gotta hear your opinion first, Tim.
Okay. This is basically just asking, are the Pats better than the Bills? They both have easy piss schedules left. So it's definitely anybody's game. I'm gonna say dub because the Bills have lost some stupid ass games. Which granted, so with the Patriots a little bit, they lost the Steelers, but I am nicer to the Patriots because they don't have Josh Allen on their team.
Yeah, they have Drake, quote, Drake May on their team, Tim.
Drake May, you mean?
Yep.
Drake May.
Yep. His nickname's Drake May, in case you didn't know.
I did see that.
I'm gonna have to say the Patriots will win it. I think the Bills are too inconsistent. It's just two players on the Bills that are performing right now, and that's the quarterback and the running back. And I think if James Cook can't get going, the Bills are literally nothing. That's my opinion. I think if James Cook, yeah, you can go.
Sorry, the NFL released a graphic today about like the race for MVP, which had it had Josh Allen on there. No. Okay, granted.
Tim, I think you just hate Josh Allen when it comes
Baker
to the
Mayfield.
MVP.
But there's 4 people. It was like Jonathan Taylor. Baker Mayfield wasn't on there. Who's Drake May? I don't think Drake May was on there.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen this.
Let me see. Oh, fuck. Okay, you move on. I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna search this and bring this up because it made me mad.
Okay. I think Drake May is balling out.
Yes. So it had Patrick Mahomes, Drake May, Josh Allen, and Jonathan Taylor on that. No, to put Josh Allen on. James Cook is doing a good job on that team. The same reason Lamar didn't get it last year.
Mm-hmm.
I have to bring that up every time. Baker Mayfield should get it more than Josh Allen. Even though he has had 2 stinker weeks. But like, come on. He lost to the Patriots. He lost to the Falcons. This does not seem very MVP of him. He's stat pads at every opportunity.
Speaking of odds, Tim, do you think Daniel Jones should win Comeback Player of the Year?
No.
Really?
I don't think he should win for being ass and then playing well.
Well, that's normally how it works, Tim, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I like it more when there's players, or at least like ass for longer. Like this guy's been a starting quarterback the entire. It's not like he was like a backup that like.
Yeah, but he was backup. He was not very good.
He was mostly a starting quarterback. So I would like. I mean, if Mac Jones, I don't think Mac Jones should get it. Like I think Mac Jones is like a better case of just like he was completely backup and then balled the fuck out versus just like, oh, this quarterback who started pretty much his entire career
much higher
is just better now.
Comeback Player of the Year, like Dak Prescott or Christian McCaffrey.
Good. Seems
or
is good, yeah. Injury, the actual injury
Aiden
players.
Hutchinson on the Lions.
Ooh, I think Aiden Hutchinson's would get it. He broke his fucking leg. Actually, maybe Dak Prescott should get it because he's not going to win anything else.
That's a good point.
Sorry, Cowboys just Cowboys just suck too much to get any other award.
All right, sorry for derailing that, everybody. Back to the Dubber Flubs. Commanders are not making the playoffs. Dubber Flub.
This is an incredibly easy dub.
Yeah, they have not looked the same. Their stars outside of Jaden Daniels have not been there. Scary Terry is scary to have on your own team at this point. I'm sorry, everybody. I was there for the Commanders train. They were my way too early Super Bowl winner prediction. But I'm going to have to give this a dub. They're not making the playoffs.
Damn, I forgot. They were your Super Bowl team.
It's true.
They, I
should have gone with the Colts. Really a dumb mistake by me.
Am I stupid? What division are they in? I am stupid.
The NFC East.
Oh, okay, right. Eagles, Cowboys, Giants.
Yep.
Yeah, every single one of those teams is better than them. Okay,
Giants have a lot of hurt people. So
yeah, Giants with Cam Scatterbo just got injured. RIP Cam Scatterbo, by the way. I saw some fire fucking tweets about the Cam Scatterbo injury. My favorite of which was the Avengers about to visit him in the hospital. He's gonna be so excited.
That's terrible.
Did you see the little head bonk that Dart gave him on the way out? That was cute. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Dubber Flub. Myles Garrett getting mad is valid.
Nah.
I agree. It's a flub. He chose to stay with the Browns.
You got that bag.
You can't get pissed. I know you were promised a better quarterback, but it's gonna be a little bit.
Put in shitter. Why not? Can't get worse.
It's true.
I mean, totally can. Totally can't get worse, actually.
Dubber Flub. DeBall will be fired by the end of the year. The Giants head coach.
That was Daboll.
However you pronounce it.
Okay.
Does Jackson Dart save his job?
I don't think so, honestly. I think he's going to get fired. Because I think Jackson Dart being able to save a couple games and Scatterbo being a good fit in a good draft pick do not save his terrible tenure. So I think he's out. I think he's not going to get fired mid-season. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be here for 2026.
I think it's more likely that he's gone than he's here, for sure. So I'm going to say it's a dub. And this one's written by Tim, so we might need to explain it. Dubber Flub. NFL players are rigging games just like the NBA.
So,
did your parlay get hit or something?
Huge controversy in the NBA recently. Player got, I think, arrested. I don't know. At least, a coach was a part of this. They're basically giving insider information for gambling, which with the NFL fucking loves to push on everybody. Giving, not necessarily throwing games, because these weren't like.
Tim, your mic got muted.
Oh, thanks. These aren't like star players, but and by the way, they're making a ton of fucking money.
Yeah,
NBA makes so much money, and they were giving inside information like, "Hey, I'm gonna leave in like this quarter." We're like doing like smaller. They're called prop bets that you can fulfill, and like so like coaches was like informing people, "Hey, I'm gonna take this player out at this part." And they're doing this kind of insider game. They're not like doing like the Yankees did in like the 1920s, where they just purposely lose a World Series. But they're just like, if I do this one thing, a little bit different. And your thoughts? Do you think? I mean, because NFL players get paid a lot less. Do you think they are finding some ways to like give us insider information for the
I
game?
think it's more likely the refs would be doing anything than the players personally in the NFL. Like calling more.
True.
I think
It
there's
would be
definitely
easier.
favoritism in the NFL already without the idea of throwing in bets when it comes to like calls against teams. So for players, I'm gonna have to say Flub. I
Hmm.
don't think people are going out there and shitting the bed deliberately. At least I hope not. That'd be
People were saying, pro athlete gets arrested for rigging games, and all of a sudden Tua stops throwing interceptions. You know.
That's interesting. That's interesting, Tim.
Hmm. I do think it is way harder to do it in the NFL because obviously a quarterback's not going to do it. Nobody's stupid enough to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be and I don't think so as well. I maybe somebody's tried before, but the basically the only way to rig it is to purposefully do poorly because you can't control how well you do. And these players aren't getting paid well enough to do this, or I guess maybe that's exactly why they would do it.
Yeah.
But they like the starters probably care so much that they don't want to do it. It's
Yeah.
hard to rig in the first place, and the secondaries they're not even going to get time. So not the secondaries, the second strings aren't even going to get play time
Mm-hmm.
necessarily. I think it's just harder. So there isn't rigging by players in the NFL, but I don't know. All I'm saying is if you're like a pass rusher and you maybe miss a couple, I don't know. I feel like defense you'd have to be on the defense.
Yeah.
You could figure
It'd
something
be
out. Somebody
it'd be
who's
hard
more
regardless.
evil than me.
Yeah. Need to be multiple pieces moving. Moving on. Dubber Flub. Jets get above 5 wins.
I don't even think the Jets get 4 wins.
Let me break this down for you, Tim. Rest
Okay.
of season. We have the Browns, Patriots, Ravens, Falcons, Dolphins, Jaguars, Saints, Patriots, Bills.
I don't even think you get to 4 wins. I that does not change my mind at all.
Okay.
So
So it's a
you
flub
think
from
you're beating
Tim.
the Saints, the Browns, the Dolphins, and
I think we could
then
beat the Patriots once, personally.
Patriots once, maybe. If you that would take away Drake May's MVP candidacy, honestly.
Yep. We are personally sniping him out of the race.
That would be pretty funny to watch. I'm all for Patriots losing, so I'd be cool with that. Fuck
All
the
right.
Patriots for getting another amazing QB.
It is hard to watch. So I'm gonna say it's a dub, guys.
This
Jets
is
win
so
10
flub.
games.
This
Easy
is a huge
peasy.
flub.
Dubber Flub. Are the Eagles actually back? Okay, guys. Okay.
Wait,
2 weeks. 2 weeks in a row now. That's all I'm gonna say. 2 weeks in a row now.
Okay.
Where they've corrected what wasn't working. That's all I'm gonna say.
I said last week they had not wrote the ship, however you say that, and I was right. Now they balled the fuck out on the Giants. Now is when you can start asking.
Are they back? Personally, I think a ball knower would say they haven't left.
That's crazy to say that. That's crazy to say that. I don't know. It's easy to say they're back, right? It's easy to say they're back because they won 2 games and they looked really good beating the Giants. And Hurts is
They won
going
4
Super
games.
Saiyan. No,
They
like
lost to the
2 games in a
Broncos.
row.
Oh yeah.
Who do they play this week?
They're on the bye this week.
Oh, of course. That's mighty convenient. Listen, when they beat the Packers handily and they don't look like dog shit, then I'll be like, yes, they're absolutely back.
Okay.
That's what I'll say.
I think it's just I think it's just a little disingenuous, Tim, how the Chiefs get such such a pass for being back, but the Eagles don't. Personally, that's what I think.
That's because the Chiefs started bad and got good. The Eagles were fine and then got bad and then are playing better. And also, the Chiefs have done this before.
Trying to see the Chiefs games because they lost some pretty sus games, you could say, Tim.
They did, but that was in the past.
Very well. They did beat the Lions. That's what I'll give them. The Lions is the only competent team that they have beaten. That's all I'll say.
Wait, read it out. Read it out.
So they lost to the Eagles, beat the Giants, beat the Week 3 Ravens, lost to the Jags, beat the Lions, beat the Raiders, beat the Commanders.
Yeah, but they looked good doing it too. It's very different from like beating
The Commanders and Raiders are very low on power rankings, Tim.
I know. Listen, we're moving on. I don't want to talk about the Chiefs and Eagles more than we have to.
Okay.
I'm not changing my mind on that.
Okay. Dubber Flub, Sean Payton. Can Sean Payton run a good offense? You go.
He had a stinker for a very long time against the Giants, and then randomly rallied at the end there. He's been pretty bad before that game too, about being any kind of consistent. A lot of people are blaming Bo Nixon's consistency on the Sean Payton play calling. They did beat the Eagles. And then they had a really good Cowboys defeat. So that's why I'm like, people have been complaining about Sean Payton for a while, but when you blow out the Cowboys, is he a good play caller? Is he a good offense?
Broncos have a good offense, I'd say, and a great defense, and that is exactly what you need when you're going up against the Cowboys, who do a shootout with whoever they're playing against. And that's how they were able to stop them. I think that was the first time Nope. Nah, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I say dub. Sean Payton can run a good offense. He's been running it.
I think it's been bad even with remember the Russell Wilson era of the Broncos? I'm calling it a flub.
He just wasn't their guy. Also, he wasn't New York's guy either. So, could it be a Russell Wilson problem or a Sean Payton problem at that point, So, head scratcher. Our last Dubber Flub. Will A.J. Brown get traded? I think unlikely. What do you think?
I think it's also unlikely, but I mean, if you had a good enough offer come in, I don't see why you shouldn't take that. You're not even utilizing him that much. You could get the same results with a worse. Yeah,
that was the whole issue of why they were losing games. Remember, is because run game wasn't working.
Just
pass
AJ
game
Brown
wasn't working. Nothing was working, Tim.
It was So now, okay, now nothing is. I feel like now
nothing
you're back.
was working.
You're hating on the Eagle. Okay,
nothing was working.
Okay,
now stuff is working.
I think it's unlikely.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get traded. He's their number one
But
receiver.
I think it would make sense. Like if it came through, if I got an Adam Shefty notification being like AJ Brown is going to Miami, I'd be like,
Okay,
oh,
so they just have Smith as their number one?
I don't know. They'd figure it out.
I'm saying this is a flub. This is a flub. AJ Brown will not get traded. And if they do, they're crazy.
I don't know. I just want to disagree.
Okay. That will conclude our Dubber Flub portion. Let us move into our league thoughts, where we will talk about who we think will win, upset of the week, game of the week, and of course, the mid-off of the week. First up, Thursday night game. We got the Ravens at the Dolphins in Miami.
Ravens. This might be game of the week. It's not my game of the week, but it could be if it's a shootout, which it very well could be.
It could be a shootout. Well, Tim's obviously taking the Ravens. This is also Tim's upset of the week with the Dolphins? Dolphins beating the Ravens. So Tim has chosen another win-win scenario for his team. Any comments on that, Tim?
Oh, to be fair, there weren't a lot of great upsets. This was actually the closest upset I could have picked on the betting odds, so I took it.
Of course. I think the Ravens are going to not be stopped by the Dolphins as much as the Falcons did. So give me the Ravens.
Hell yeah.
Next up, we got the 49ers at the Giants. I think you have to take the 49ers. Sure, the 49ers have more hurt people, but the talent that is still remaining on the 49ers is so much greater than the talent remaining on the Giants.
George Kittle just came back, right?
Yes. Yep. He is back.
Give me the Niners.
Yeah, give me the Niners. Next up, we got Chargers at Titans. Oh, it's a unanimous Chargers.
Yeah, Titans is over party.
Yeah, unfortunately. Cam Ward's not playing bad, but the team is bad as a whole.
Yeah. He's not playing good.
Yeah, he's definitely not playing good, but he doesn't really have a lot going for him.
The best case for his career is he pulls like a Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold, and they're like, holy shit! If we put him in something else,
unlikely.
He just becomes like a really good backup.
I think in like 2 years he could be. That Titans could be pretty competitive, honestly. Moving on, we got the Vikings at the Lions. We gave Caleb a pity upset with the Vikings being the underdog here. So
yeah, he didn't select that. So we give him a running chance. But I actually did that as to be mean. So when it doesn't get it, I'm like, I gave you a chance.
He does listen back to these, Tim. Just so you know.
Shit, he's watching tape.
I think you gotta go with the Lions. They've just been a powerhouse.
Lions faux show.
Next up, we got the Falcons at the Patriots. This is my upset game of the week with the Falcons beating the Patriots. And I think it could realistically happen. The Falcons can go 1 week losing to one of the worst teams in the league. Panthers, the Miami run defense, getting no yards with Bijan. They can go from having a terrible fucking week to an insane slaughterhouse week. So, but for actually winning the game, give me the Patriots. Drake May just he doesn't really have a number one wide receiver, is the main thing about the Patriots, but he's got like 4 wide receiver 2 caliber players, and he can just throw it to any of them if they're open. So, give me the Patriots.
Patriots. Didn't you? You picked the Falcons for the upsets, but you're still taking the Patriots.
Yes.
I don't know why I added that rule. That's so stupid. I did it first and I hated it.
Hey, man. You're the trendsetter here, okay? Relax.
Okay.
Next up, we got the Colts at the Steelers. Everybody, this is my game of the week. I know. Everybody's freaking out right now. What? Not the Bills and the Chiefs game? What? Yes. That game's going to be a blowout. We'll get to it. This game's going to be close. I'm calling it now.
Steelers, have you seen the Steelers? Did you watch that Monday night game yesterday?
Hell no. Their jerseys are atrocious.
They were awful, but fuck the Steelers. Are you kidding me? This is the dumbest fucking shit ever. Game of the week, Colts Steelers. You got Aaron Rodgers. I can't imagine wanting to be like, you are saying, oh boy, I can't fucking wait to tune into Aaron Rodgers playing football in 2025. I'm sitting in my seat with my popcorn. Game of the week with Aaron Rodgers.
Listen, man, listen. I think
with
it's going to be a
tough
competitive game.
defense.
I think it's going to be a competitive game. That's all I'm saying, Tim. I'm taking the Colts to win. Who are you taking to win? Before you freak out.
Taking the Colts.
Okay. Next up, we got the Broncos at the Texans. I think you gotta choose the Broncos, but PS2 is out, so the receivers on the Texans might eat like crazy. Because the number 2 cornerback for the Broncos is not very good. It's quite the drop-off between Surtain and that guy. I don't even know his name, but...
I think CJ Stroud's continue dropping
Give me the
turds.
Texans. Stroud's going to lead this win. I said it. Who are you taking, Tim?
Taking the Broncos.
All right. Next up, we got Bears at Bengals. What do you think about this game?
I think this game's going to be actually really good. And I'm going to take the Bears because the Bengals just lost to the Jets.
Yep. That'll do it. Dropping down in the power ranking. Losing to the Jets. It's like a debuff. Yeah. Give me the Bears. For sure. Even if the Bengals didn't lose. Moving on, we got Panthers at Packers. We gotta pick the Packers, man. I don't think it's gonna be very good over there in...
Yeah, Panthers. They had one mediocre hot streak, and I think that's all they get.
Yeah, I think they lose this game. Give me the Packers. Next up, we got Saints at Rams. You gotta choose the Rams, guys. Come on.
Rams.
And then
That's all I
for
have to say.
I could tell. For a unanimous mid-off of the week, we have the Jags at the Raiders.
Yeah, this was so easy. I can't imagine being a Raiders fan this year. I think being a Raiders fan is worse than being a Jets fan this year.
It hasn't been good for those guys. That's all I'll say in that regard. It hasn't been good for Jets either, but who are you taking to win? I think I'm taking the Jags.
Yeah, Jags, definitely.
Next up, we have the Chiefs at the Bills. I've already made my statement why the Chiefs are frauds and will get blown out by the Bills. Give me the Bills to win this game.
This is just... I wish Caleb was here, because he would fucking flame the shit out of you with me. This is insane. Every single time these two face each other, it's always a fucking heater. And to call the Chiefs frauds at this point in the season, after, I don't know, are you not even hate watching the fucking Chiefs? Because if you have been properly hate watching, you'd see they're kind of playing like crazy, like they always do.
Yes,
except
I know
for the
they're
beginning.
playing good, but they've only beaten one good team. This is the week, Tim. This is the week for them to prove it to me, okay?
You said this episode that the Bills are temperamental and they're going to lose. And now you're like, no, the Chiefs. You can't have the Chiefs and the Bills both be that.
Tie. A game ends in a tie, okay?
This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's the game of the week. Everybody in America knows it. Give me the Chiefs.
Give me the Bills.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen for MVP, guys. Next game. Sunday Night Football. We got Seahawks at the Commanders. Gotta pick the Seahawks. They're on fire recently. Much more of a flame than the Commanders, at least.
Yeah, it's definitely Seahawks. Commanders have been ass.
And the last game of the week, Monday night, we have Cardinals at Cowboys. What are you taking, Tim?
You can't make me watch this game. And I'm taking the Cowboys.
You couldn't pay me to watch this goddamn game. Yeah, give me the Cowboys. Them boys. Looking back at our upsets, last week, no one scored. Tim had the Bears beating the Ravens, which of course didn't happen. I had the Panthers beating the Bills, which James Cook definitely didn't let happen. And then, actually, that was Caleb. Sorry, everybody. Panthers beating the Bills. And then I had the Giants beating the Eagles, which would have happened if Cam Scatterboot did not blow apart his ankle. Regardless, the scores remain 3 for Tim, 3 for me, 1 for Caleb. In last, as usual. I just want to, again...
This is like the Caleb Hate Watch episode. God damn, we've just been ripping on him.
I say that every single time. Every week at the end of every episode. Again, everybody, thank you so much for watching. We hope you will tune in next week with Caleb's return back. As always, stay awesome and catch you next time.
Yeah.